and the national resistance movement to take charge of the affairs of the country. After that, there will be some short discourse between us and yourselves. So the statement is also available through the Secretariat. Let me just read this so that you can have a synopsis of what we have been doing. This Sunday, 12th of May, 2019, will mark 3 years since His Excellency President Yoweri Museveni and the National Resistance Movement started a 5-year mandate of leading Uganda following the victory scored in the elections held on 18th of February 2016 in the general elections. Through the Nrm Manifesto for that election, we pledged to take the country to modernity through job creation and inclusive development. I am pleased to launch today activities of accountability to the country about how far we have gone in implementing this manifesto 3 years after being in office. I would like to thank the Manifesto Implementation Unit under the Honorable Minister for Presidency, our sister Mbayo, and the technical team led by Mr. Willis Bashasha for driving this process and organizing this Manifesto Week. 3 years into this term of office, we would like to inform Ugandans that we are indeed on course, making steady progress to achieve the targets we set together with the people of Uganda. We are using this Manifesto Week. It's actually Manifesto Week, but it's now the extended week, as you have already heard from the Secretary General and Ndugo Fono Pondo. We are using this period to take stock of what has been achieved so far, the challenges that we have encountered, the steps being undertaken to address these challenges, and the roadmap to accomplish the remaining tasks. In the course of next week, different sector ministers will be informing Ugandans about what is happening in their dockets in line with the Nrm Manifesto. Overall, our assessment of the implementation of the Manifesto commitments as I speak now stands at 62%, which is really a very commendable percentage of achievement. We are convinced that with the momentum we have generated, we are set to achieve most of the targets in the manifesto. In the implementation of the manifesto, we are guided by the 23 directives issued by His Excellency President Yoweri Museveni at the first cabinet meeting held in June 2016, highlighting the critical priority areas that need to be attended to in order to achieve our goals. To ensure smooth implementation of the manifesto, government initiated a number of reforms with regard to policies, laws, and regulations. Among these, and I'm just giving a few examples, are the amendment of the public procurement and the disposal of assets law, free connection to the national grid, wananchi being able to access power, improved planning, budgeting, monitoring, and reporting, and continuous implementation of affirmative programs in selected regions to promote inclusive growth and development. As you are aware, maintaining peace and security have remained the core ingredients upon which the various social, economic activities are hinged. With security, as you know, it is in place, then the wananchi, investors, farmers, students, everybody can embark on the activities and produce maximum results. At the regional level, we continue to work with our neighbors in East African Community, in IGAD, in African Union, and the United Nations, and other partners to support efforts aimed at promoting regional peace and security. So really, issue of regional peace to us is critical. With regional peace, as you know, trade and other developments then flow as smoothly as possible for the benefit of our people and of the region. I would like to mention some specific milestones we have accomplished in the last 3 years. This is just a sample, that's all. The Right Honorable Secretary General highlighted some significant political achievements. Now I'll also say a few things that we have achieved in the area of services. We have completed and commissioned the Simba Dam, which has added 183 megawatts of electricity on the national grid. Generation of reliable energy is critical to attracting investments and driving industrialization. No wonder President Museveni, almost every other day, every other week, is opening industries. And therefore, assuring Ugandans that jobs are being created, because it is the industries that really give jobs and create jobs for our people. Number two, we promised the people of Uganda that we will revive Uganda Airlines during this term of office. I'm pleased to report, as you already know, that 2 of our 4 aircrafts were received in the country only a couple of weeks ago. We expect the airline to begin operations in the next couple of months. This will open Uganda to many opportunities, boost tourism, raise our flag, and indeed brand our country. We have completed and commissioned, this is number 3, we have completed and commissioned the neonatal and women hospital, specialized hospital at Mulago. This is an entirely new complex. This is a sign of the commitment of the national resistance movement to improvement of health care for children, for mothers, and indeed for our daughters. Number 4 is the rehabilitation of Mulago National Referral Hospital is on course. There was a gap of some little man available. Cabinet on Monday passed a decision to make this man available so that Mulago can indeed become an ultra-modern hospital with all sorts of specialized and complicated cases that we have been referring to other countries now being handled at Mulago. And these will include cases of transplanting of organs. So really, Mulago is going to be in the top range of specialized centers in healthcare delivery. Number 5, on industrialization, you may all be aware that the president has over the past months been launching and opening several factories that produce goods ranging from food products to agricultural inputs and other essentials. Besides producing goods and services, these industries employ many Ugandans, utilize local raw materials, and pay taxes into our national treasury. Number 6, the Entebbe-Kampala Expressway is complete and was commissioned by the President last year. This is easing traffic from Entebbe International Airport to Kampala City and the surrounding areas. Number 7 is the Nile Bridge, which has been completed and already commissioned. Number 8, on energy again, Karuma will be completed by close of the year, and this will add an additional 600 megawatts to the national grid. All our district headquarters are now connected to power, save for a few districts which will be connected soon. In addition, money has been mobilized to embark on connecting all our sub-counties by close of 2020. 9, work on expansion and modernization of Entebbe International Airport to accommodate the volume of increasing traffic is also progressing well. 10, in the education sector, money was mobilized and government policy of establishing government-aided secondary schools to ensure that each sub-county has a government-aided secondary school is on target. 11, we have continued to prioritize investments in agriculture as the backbone of our economy, with the provision of pesticides, seedlings, and extension services to farmers. The recruitment of extension workers in particular will provide farmers with the knowledge and skills to handle their activities professionally and with business in mind, making money in mind. This is the way to fight against the large percentage of subsistence living Ugandans. Number 12, through Operation Wealth Creation, seedlings of cocoa, citrus, tea, mangoes, oranges, and apples have been distributed. 13, good work is also being done on increasing coffee production. For example, coffee exported has grown from 3.5 million bags last year to 4.1 million bags to date, bringing in 490 million US dollars. So coffee earnings are increasing. I would like to state that the fundamentals of the economy that are responsible for rapid economic growth are being systematically dealt with. It is not surprising that our GDP growth rate that had declined due to severe drought, among other factors, has now regained a pace of growing at more than 6%. Number 15, on investments, the government is working to improve the investment climate to reduce the cost of doing business and attract investors. Number 16, in implementing the manifesto, we have faced some challenges, such as delays in acquisition of land for flagship projects across the sectors. Compensation is expensive and sometimes delays project execution. Number 17, the fight against corruption has been reinforced by the recent establishment of a State House unit led by Lieutenant Colonel Id Nakalema to fight corruption. So we are reinforcing the battles, the fight, the war against corruption. And in conclusion, I call upon the public to take interest in these programs and By this launch, I'm also calling upon all the leaders at the local government level to organize, to use radios and other media to tell our people about the implementation of government programs in their various locations. So you in the media assist the wananchi to have information by working with the leaders at a national and also local government level to disseminate information about what is happening with implementation.